Hi, my name is Christian Constantino, and this is the importance of advertising. What exactly is advertising? Well, advertising is the way companies and people pitch their ideas, products, services, and even themselves to the general public, to either for companies to increase revenue or for people to pitch who they are and sell who they are so people would follow them. There are so many benefits to advertising and so many different ways that people advertise that I can't explain it in a 5-minute presentation. But one of the main things about advertising is for companies, they use advertising to sell their products and services that they offer to people. And they also use it to persuade you to use their company versus other companies. So it's used to beat out companies. And people, they would typically use advertising to sell their ideas, maybe even a personal product that they have or a service that they offer. Or most of the time they sell themselves through advertising, especially on social media with those advertisements about what people do and how they've made money or how they have treated and taken care of their dogs. They would sell who they are. One of the most recent, relevant, and actually now the most used form of advertising is now digital advertising. Throughout history of advertising, companies and people were never able to track the statistics of their advertisements and actually see, is my advertisement effective? Well, through digital advertising, it's using a program on the internet that is able to give them those statistics that they need to actually determine if their advertisement is effective and how much money are they making or how many followers are they getting from this advertisement. Most of the time, digital advertising will give you a statistic like how many people have looked at your ad, how many people clicked on your ad, and how many people actually bought a product because of the ad you showed them, so you can actually see exactly how effective it is. Now, digital advertising isn't just giving you statistics, it's actually a program that tracks down what you are personally looking for and presenting all these products that people have used and all these advertisements that people have used to persuade people to follow them or buy their product or use their service. Let's give you an example. So imagine you're buying a baseball bat and you go into a website to buy a baseball bat, so you scroll through that website for about 30 minutes and you actually never bought a baseball bat. Well, now you're going onto a news website 3 days later and you're looking at the local news, weather, anything, and you start seeing ads, actually a lot of ads for baseball bats. That's what digital advertising does. It will track down exactly what you were looking for, what you want, what size of bat were you looking at, and it will show you ads that these companies and people have made for their baseball bats that they're trying to sell you, and it will pitch that idea right on that screen, right where you're looking at, no matter where you go. And that is really just the power of digital advertising, and it shows those companies how long you've looked for their advertisement, how long you've looked at their advertisement, and also, did you actually click on their advertisement and follow through with buying a bat? So there are a bunch of opposing views to advertising being super important, and one of the main ones I've noticed is advertising isn't actually necessary for every company and every person to take advantage of. Actually, advertising is just a bonus, and that companies can sell products, pitch ideas, sell services, and people can sell themselves without using advertising. Well, I disagree with that. I think advertising is absolutely necessary for everyone to take advantage of if they're trying to sell an idea, product, service, or themselves. Companies definitely need advertising to increase revenue and get money so they can actually be successful and build off that. Companies will typically go straight to TV advertising, radio advertisements, and you can see increased sales and increased popularity between companies that use advertising and companies that don't use advertising. And that goes with people too. Even that's from going from people to selling themselves to their friends and pitching their ideas to them, or if that's going on social media and using their advertisements and selling themselves there. And you can definitely see people who don't advertise themselves don't find a lot of success. People who do advertise themselves find a lot more success than any other person. So the next time you see an ad, either that's on social media, TV, radio, or on the internet, think about this presentation and think about the importance of you just looking at their ad in general, and think about how important that is to these companies and the impact it has for these companies. And also think to yourself, are you going to actually buy that product? Is that product useful to you? And if you say yes, then you've just experienced the importance of advertising. and this is my works cited.